on my way back from this hike, and I just stopped here because I just thought this looked really pretty. You can see the water through the trees here. I hear those kayakers. This is nice. I just wanted to film it. I took some pictures, but I wanted to get it on video too. Being able to see the river from up above. I'm climbing down this sort of thing that taxes a recently sprained ankle. Good thing it's not too slippery. It's getting later. It's getting darker. Well, those people in the water are having a tough time. Kind of ruining my scenic ambiance. But a lot of the birds are quieting down. This is getting dark. They're going to bed. They're thinking of going to bed. Maybe I'll hear a screech owl. Once, way back when, I was out dark trying to get back from a hike to the car. I actually ended up having to call a ranger for help because we got trapped out there. Oh shit. They sound really upset. They're like screaming a lot. Sounds like something's being hit. Maybe their boat capsized. This video might be evidence in a trial. That's scary. I do think that maybe that man is shouting because he thinks he's in the woods where no one else will hear him. Well, doesn't sound like anyone died, so I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, I was just saying, one time we were out, Leo and I, in Umstead, started hearing screech owls. That was cool. So I don't get to hear screech owls as often as I get to hear barred owls. And I never get to hear most other types of owl. I've seen great horned owls. I've never heard one in person. Never heard or seen a snowy. Even though I've had opportunity to chase snowies during snowy eruptions. I know people who've seen them during the snowy eruptions. Not me. Oh, I guess I'll say. So snowy eruptions. Young snowy owls, usually like young earbirds who just fledged, yearling birds, will like leave their nests, which are up north where snowy owls live. And, you know, they just kind of scatter, like they're not old enough to set up their own shop and find a mate. So they just all kind of on a regular basis erupt. That year's crop of new snowies, new young adult snowies, and they show up in all sorts of strange places, like as far south as North Florida. In my case, I'm talking about them showing up in Virginia in time, which is very far south. Like, it's a really cool thing they do. Look at them. They love to play. They love to play. So that's snow eruption. And I did want to say one other thing. I love this river. I love being out here hiking. Just on the topic of self-consciousness and body positivity, nature's for everyone. I think the point I really like to make is I hike alone a lot because, like, it is really the only time I can exercise without any self-consciousness. Like, There's nobody at the gym critiquing your form. There's nobody seeing how sweaty you are walking around. Like yoga in public, oh my God. But here, like I really am just in nature. And I'm sweating and I smell and I can like pant. If I have to pee, I just pee at the side of the trail. I'm just really existing and just enjoying moving my body. And it's like a really great freedom from being observed. Not even in a self-conscious or bad way, but just in the way that you're observed existing in public space. And it's great to not have that. And it's not absolute, because I pass people on the trail all the time. Like, I'm not in the wilderness, though I have been. But, you know, it's the closest I get to it, other than being at home. And being at home is comforting and nice. But, like, you know, I'm out in nature. I'm outside in the world, and I'm moving around. I'm being active. I'm getting stimulation, seeing new things. And I'm also, like, unobserved. There's no, like, watchful eye on me to judge me, and the fact that, like, the shirt I'm wearing has bleach stains on it. Or that I stink. Or that I'm all sweaty. Or that I'm breathing heavy. So, yeah, I guess that ties into the comments about the breathing before. Is like, that's what I like about hiking alone, so that doesn't happen. There's nobody around to point those things out about you, so you don't notice them yourself. I never think about it. It really is just like the joy of moving and existing and experiencing. That's a child in the water. Okay, he's fine. Alright, that's all I wanted to say. At this point, it is 8:02 p.m. And I have a little ways to go before I get back to the car. I think it's manageable. I wonder if we'll see anyone else. Those people are still out. And they're either camping or they have a shorter ways to get back than I do. Or they're like me and are fine with hiking at dusk. Maybe they have flashlights, I don't know. Yadkin's in the water. He's a silly boy. Water's a lot calmer here, but it's still moving. Let me go check on him. He hasn't come back up, and that makes me very nervous. Yadkin! Yadkin! Uh-oh. Shit. He can't get back up. Oh, there's nowhere around for him to get back up either. Oh no. This is bad. Where is he? I can't see him. He's whining. His head is still above water. Don't go in the water, Dash. You can't climb back up. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna leave. I have to, I can climb. But I prefer it. Here, Yadkin, this way. You might be able to get up here. Yadkin, come here this way. Oh no, he might be hooked on something. Okay. What? That's it for spirit. Yes! Yes! Good boy! Good boy! Oh, you poor thing. I'm glad I... Whew. That's scary. You poor dog. See, part of me was just like, he went out in the river, he'll come back. But he didn't come out immediately. Oh, poor thing. Whew. I worry that they'll get hooked on something. The harnesses or the collar. I'll have to save them, but yeah. I've been in that situation before with Leo. She's gotten in the water and the bank will be washed out, or it'll be like a sheer drop and she can't get back up. Like there's no way for an animal to climb up that while a dog, right? And it's really scary. And I've had to walk along the riverbank and look for a place that's more like she can possibly climb, and like call her and coax her to swim along and follow me there. And I've been lucky because I've always been able to find a spot like that. I have not yet had to get in the water and lift the dog out, depending on how deep the water is. I mean, I would be in the exact same boat, not being able to get out because there's nothing to climb up or walk up. Like that situation, the bank is actually kind of overhanging the water, so he really couldn't get up there. Poor guy, he was whining too, which is a good thing because if he weren't, I would have worried he was drowning. Oh, that's so scary. Jesus. I guess that's what happens when you're out in nature, living and experiencing. You also risk death. You risk your poor dog dying. He seems okay. It's good that he didn't panic, and it's good that he's young and strong and healthy and didn't tire himself out. And it's good that I noticed and I found a solution quickly. He's okay. Oh man. Going under the overpass again. That's where Gaia ran up years and years ago. Good boy. Quiet again. He reminds me of Leo in a lot of ways. Including that way, just now, that just happened. And look, he's not scared off the water. See, this is a lot safer. Like, this is easy. You can climb in, you can climb out. It's very easy, safe. Not like the other bank. Oof. Poor dog. When the current's strong enough, I wouldn't want them to swim. I'm glad he's not afraid of the water. So it wasn't that traumatic. Come on, little riffle. You okay? You didn't drink too much, did you? Uh-oh. Well, other dogs having an issue. You okay? You okay? Oh, did you get water in your nose? Poor puppies. I think she's okay. She's fine. Great. We're all fine. All three of us are fine. And the fireflies are starting to come out. Look at them go. So this is another example of what might be a... No! Hey, Yakin! Thank you. Good boy. I was going to say, this might be a dangerous bank. Because that looks like it overhangs the water. And Yakin! The actual... Ugh. Like the part close to the water is washed out. So they're in like a little pocket when they try to climb up. And they can't jump. So they're screwed. Versus this, easy access. He has not learned anything. That's fun. That's fun and interesting. No lessons were learned today. Not one. Not by anybody. Except maybe me. But not really. Jeez. Good boy! Oh, look at this. Look at that. You know what causes this? Dogs peeing on the tree. Just kidding. I have no idea what did that. Dogs must be watched carefully. Whoa. Whew. That's scary. I almost screwed up my ankle again. Huh. That's kind of the first evidence that I'm starting to get tired. Sloppy with the footing. I mean, that mistake could have happened at any time. Slippery, bad rock, weird step. It's scary. My ankle still feels great. So, Didn't hurt anything. Gotta be careful. This is also the benefit of good shoes. I guess here's my hiking shoe plug. I've had Obos for years now. I like them way better than Merrell's. They've got a wider toe box, and I think they're just better made shoes because they last me a lot longer. They're a lot more comfortable, and my feet feel better during and after hike if I've worn my Obos. These are not the waterproof kind, and I've worn them and gotten them soaked in like rivers, hiked back in them, left them on the porch to dry, and they've been fine. So if you want to get into hiking and you want a good, reliable shoe, I recommend Obos. They're comfortable, they do the job, you get your money's worth because they last. And my shoes saved me from falling, slipping, rolling an ankle back there. When I sprained my ankle, I was wearing my Allbirds shoes, which have no ankle support. And I was just on like flat asphalt taking the dogs on a walk around the neighborhood. And I rolled my ankle, sprained it, fell in the street. Terrible. So, anything can happen anywhere. Yeah, I don't think that's a trail, but it is definitely a trail somewhere. We don't have time to explore, but it is spooky. Definitely spooky. Random trail leading off into the woods. Is it a shortcut to the parking lot? Does it go to a campsite? Does it go to the road? Does it go to like a scenic feature? Does it go to a ranger station? Does it go to a service road? It's after 8, so I'm not going to look. I'm resisting the urge to go down that trail and get stuck out here in the dark. Whew. Resist the urge. There's probably a map somewhere online that'll tell me where that trail goes. Because it's too wide and well maintained to be a social trail. Birds. Birds again. I guess out from under tree cover. Still bright enough to be awake. See? This is why I like power line cuttings through forest trails. It's like a chance to see around you, to see the sky, see some sunlight. Go back into the darkness of the forest. Adkins chasing something. I went that way. Dasher's looking for him. She's like, where is he? It is weird that I don't hear him stomping about. She's listening for him. She's looking. So am I. Sorry, there's some sort of biting bug chasing me. I don't know. It's after Dasher too. I'm trying not to run, because then I will slip on this mud going downhill. But whew, it's like a horsefly or something bit me. Tried to bite me. Whew. I love seeing the fireflies and hearing all the birds. And crickets. Once when I was out again, not quite this late. It's like maybe an hour ago, hour and a past. Well, like it was a 7-ish. And I was out with Leo and Dasher, another piece of trail. And we were on our way home. We started hearing coyotes. Coyotes. And I was like, oh wow, I guess I'm out late. And now, I'm out much later than that time. I don't even hear an owl. Stumbled over a root. Now my ankle's starting to feel a little bad. think it'll be okay. Because the rest of the trail home is very easy, I think. If memory serves. Come on. Oh my gosh, this is already 31 minutes. I'm not even. I still have 15-20 minutes till I get home. Oh no. No, I don't. I'm closer than I think. That way leads to some cool archaeological stuff and some nice big river rocks you could sit on and have a picnic. And some wildflowers in the spring. I think I filmed that side before. Or maybe I haven't. It was a wildflower video. Anyway, we're going this way. What time is it? It is 8:28 p.m. Daylight? Maybe there's daylight. But not much under heavy tree canopy. It gets dark earlier in the forest. I learned that lesson back in the day, before Dash was born. I started hiking like this with Leo. And dusk, in the trees, there's just no light. They block out the light. It's hard to see. I think we're okay. This is a bit more uphill than I remember. Yeah, he did the thing where he ran to the last place he remembered us being. Leo used to do that too. And sometimes I would keep going without her because she did wandered away a lot more than these two do. And sometimes I could see her looking around for me. And that's how I learned that if I didn't go get her, call her something, she would backtrack. Instead of looking for me going forward, she would just go backwards on the trail, looking for me. And things got harder when she got older. She stopped being able to hear as well. So I'd call her, and she could be like 200 meters away. She might not hear where my voice was coming from. I didn't notice for a long time because Dash took it upon herself when she heard Leo's name to go get her, to nudge her. She did that in the house too. So I didn't notice that Leo wasn't hearing me when I'd call her in the house. I wasn't hearing when I get ready for walks. I wasn't hearing when I'd get ready to feed them. It's interesting. Dash knew to make sure to keep track of Leo and me, connect us both. She's not trying to do that with Yadkin. I think because one, she knows she can't control Yadkin at all. And two, Yadkin doesn't need it. He's just wandering away for fun. And we'll come right back. But she does look for him. It's interesting. Yadkin's one. And I remember, and he would not leave as readily as Dasher would. It was a brief period of time where Dasher was the dog that would wander compared to Yadkin. Yeah, Leo was always the dog that would wander. Dash would stay close. Then Leo stopped being able to go for walks. I got Yadkin. Yadkin's young, and he wanted to either stay near me or stay near Dasher. Preferably both. And now, I think he's gonna be a little bit of a rover. So these are the daisies I mentioned. First video, a long time ago. I think they're daisies. They look like daisies. And I also wonder what this is. Right? What is this? Is it lupine? Is it a really, 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 really big, what is it? Foxglove? I've grown foxglove a couple times. They got big, but not this big. I don't know what that is. Anyway. Last bit of sun before we get to the car. Oh my god, it's almost 40 minutes. This video is almost 40 minutes long. Look how tall the trees are. How dark the forest is. I walked all this way. I haven't seen anybody on this trail. It's just people in the water. They're both like, what's taking you so long? I'm tired at the end of a long hike, and it's dark. That's what's wrong. I don't know what's that way. I always wonder. Looks like Dash does too. But we're not going that way. My dog Dash is with me. Other dog Yadkin. doing what Leo used to do. He's going backwards on the trail because he doesn't see us and he doesn't think to look for us up here. Dasher, go get him. She's like, I don't want to. Seriously, go get him. Oh, good. He noticed on his own. That's how dogs get lost and left. Good boy. Good girl. Good job. Good dogs. Very good. Dash has her faults, but I have never had a dog as biddable, as focused on me, and that listens. I never formally taught her to go get things, to go anywhere and do anything. She just picks it up based off of context. It's amazing. Dad can hear. He doesn't really like to listen or do things that he's told to do. And I think this is just an innate personality thing. Alright, there's the car. There's the road. Hike over. We made it back before dark. Whew. Bye, Forrest.